Philip pretty well. Philip was a Hellenistic Jew. Philip was a deacon of the early church. He was a gifted proclaimer of the gospel. He was full of the Spirit and wisdom. We know Philip pretty well by this point. The other gentleman in the story is more of a mystery. He is an Ethiopian. Now, this tells us that he is a black man. So he is a completely different ethnic group than anyone we've learned about or dealt with in Acts up to this point. Now, the only reason that that's important enough to mention is that we are seeing again a bit of Jesus' prophecy from Acts 1:8 coming true here in this passage. The gospel is reaching out to the remotest parts of the earth. That's the work that continues to this day. There are still parts of the earth that hasn't reached. That work is still being done. Now, the Ethiopia in the Bible is very different from present-day Ethiopia. This Ethiopia was a large land south of Egypt. In the Old Testament, it was called the land of Cush, because that is where one of Noah's descendants named Cush ended up. He moved down there. It was called Ethiopia because that is a derivation of a Greek compound word, Aethiops, which is roughly translated darkened or scorched skin. This man was a servant of the queen, so he was most likely traveling back to the capital city of Meroe, I think. Yeah, Meroe. Now, Meroe, you can visit today. The ruins of that city are in modern-day Sudan, the country of Sudan. So the country in Africa known now as Ethiopia is far removed from this Ethiopia. The man was a eunuch, a class of people mentioned in a few places in the Bible, and they usually served as trusted servants of high-ranking government officials or royalty. This gentleman was a treasurer for Candace. Now, we need to talk about that, because for us, that is a proper name. You may know a Candace. This was not her name. This was her title. It's actually a Greek word. Kandake is translated as Candace. It was her royal title. So it's something like Pharaoh or Caesar. That's what it's not her name. So the Ethiopian was a man of means, because very few people during this time would have their own scroll